Hello and welcome to today's video where we will be continuing our journey on Music Production 101. On today's video, we're going to be discussing auto-tune, auto-tuning your vocals. This is the video where we will be tackling what you need to do to auto-tune your vocals so that they will sound as pristine and as professional as possible. So if you're ready, come on, let's dive into it. All right, so let's dive into auto-tuning, okay? So there are two big brands for auto-tuning. One is Interez Autotune, which I believe they were one of the first big companies for auto-tuning that came on the scene. And then the one that I like to use is Melodyne. So I like to use Melodyne, and they have been very popular the last several years. So anyway, we're gonna dive into a session today. We're gonna take a raw vocal track that I recorded recently, and I'm gonna show you some basics. I'm not gonna dive too deep into it, but to show you a few basics of auto-tuning. Now, auto-tuning is something that you definitely want to do for your final lead vocal, any vocals in your session that are prevalent. If it's a lot of background vocals, usually you can stack a lot of those, especially if it's like a choir or something. And depending on the way that you record that, for example, if you were to record a choir with two microphones and have like 30 people, you pretty much can't auto-tune those. The way that auto-tuning software works, it works best when you record and when you auto-tune one track at a time. It's really hard for the computer to recognize a mass sound of vocals. It's hard to auto-tune that. So for the most part, as it relates to technology right now, most engineers and producers auto-tune one track at a time, and they auto-tune the prevalent tracks in their session, not a big slab of vocals, not like a choir or something. Okay, so let's dive into the session. All right, so let's listen to this right here.
Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, stop hiding in your threshing floor. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, stop hiding.
All right, so the first thing we want to do, and we've talked about this on a previous video, but I want to go ahead, come in here, and I want to clean up this vocal. As you can see here, I'm cutting out things I don't need, putting crossfades on here, cutting that out, little pops and clicks in the middle, the sounds in the middle. And I'm also going to consolidate this wave file chunk like we've talked about on the previous video. All right, here we go. Now, just for the sake of time in this video today, to make it simple, we're only going to focus on this wave file chunk. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go put an insert right here in this plugin area, and I'm going to go down here to Other, and I'm going to go to Melodyne because I have the Melodyne software loaded on my computer, so I can pull this up via the plugin. Okay, so I have the Melodyne window pulled up. And the first thing that I want to do, I'm going to start at the beginning of this track. And I've got my two windows here, as you can see. And I'm going to go to transfer, this button right here, transfer. And I'm going to hit the space bar so that it will record this wave file.
Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, stop hiding.
All right. Then I hit the space bar again. And as you can see, I have these blobs, and that's literally what they're called. It's kind of funny. But I have these wave file blobs, as you can see right here. And now I'm going to just do a few little things to auto-tune it. I'm going to click and capture this whole segment. Go right here. Bring pitch center all the way to 100%. Bring the pitch drift all the way to 100%. And what that does, it universally aligns all of these wave file blobs to the grid, aligning with our musical scale. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, stop hiding.
Yeah. Let me jump in here and start moving these around to make sure they're moved to the right note.
Giddy up, giddy up.
That's a little high.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
I'm going to use this pitch modulation tool.
Giddy up, giddy up, pick up, pick. Giddy up, pick up, giddy up, pick up your sword. Giddy up, pick up your. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up, pick. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, stop hiding.
This is one of those things that takes practice and you have to mess with it. But after a while, if you keep working with this consistently, you start to learn how to tune your vocals properly. Hey, I want to send you a free resource. Just click the link in the description below and I want to send you my free audio gear guide. And if you want to take your music production journey to the next level, grab my ebook, Music Production 101. Once again, Melodyne is my favorite software to use. Let me show you something real quick. So I'm going to go to this WAV file chunk right here. And I'm going to click this and go to the note separation tool. And as you can see right there, it broke that off into different blobs.
Pick up your sword, stop, pick up your sword. Pick up your sword, pick up your sword, stop hiding. Giddy up, pick up your sword. Giddy up, pick up your. Giddy up, pick.
Okay, so do you hear how that sounds a little weird? Sometimes it's not as simple as just dragging it to the right note on the scale. Sometimes you have to mess with it until it actually sounds natural. So that's what you have to do.
Pick up your sword. Pick up. Giddy up, pick up your. Giddy up, pick up.
All right, I think that sounds a little better. And once again, I didn't dive 100% into all of the things you can do with Autotune, but I just wanted to show you a few basic things I do with Melodyne software when it comes to Autotuning. And once again, Melodyne is my preferred software to use. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe so you will be notified the next time I post. And as always, I want you to have a great day.